Hey, thanks for stopping by. I am Chris. I am a recovering, irrational college football fan. I'm one of those guys who has an insatiable desire for college football. Love it. That's it's my thing. It is my vice, really, is with you. Truth be told, I am a UGA football fan, and as such, I've had to endure a lot of jokes about the 40 years and can't get it done in the big game, all that kind of stuff. Georgia's been really close a lot of times and just did not get it done for any number of reasons. Um, and in that, I'm trying to live with that and trying to move through that and remain uh, keep a level head about all of that as we move through it. Now, the past few weeks for UGA fans have been very, very trying in that we've incurred a number of injuries, and there were two injuries that were very concerning here late in the spring. What is this fall? In the fall, that happened that really got me concerned. That would be Tyke Smith and Darnell Washington. And before I go into that, just let me say that uh, I am a Kirby apologist. I support my coach. He is my dude. Hashtag and Kirby I trust. He is my guy. So don't get it twisted. Yes, I like Kirby. He ain't perfect, but he is my dude. But that was one of the few times that I really, really come to say, hey, Kirby, what y'all doing over there, man? I mean, you can't let the gift from God, Darnell Washington, get hurt. You can't have that to happen. That's unacceptable. You can that is not good. Um, anyway, it happened, but yeah, I freaked out when that happened. I kind of lost it a little bit, and I fell off the wagon. Yeah, it was hard. That was hard when it happened. Um, I lost sleep on that one. Now, since then, I have developed some better coping skills to kind of deal with that. I've come to understand, and I mean, I know these things, but after a while, it kind of sets in. You realize that football is a very valid sport. You have 85 scholarships. We do recruit well, so um, theoretically, you should have somebody who can step up. But there are certain players you just can't replace. You're not going to replace a Darnell Washington. You're not going to replace a George Pickens. It's just, I mean, some of those guys are like very, very uber talented players that you might have other talented players on your roster, but there's nobody on our roster that matches those two guys that we're going to put out there tomorrow. Um, that notwithstanding, I am now at a better place, which is part of the reason why I'm here. Um, but I want to make sure that we're exercising our injury prevention plan. If there is such a thing, I want to make sure that we do that. So, Coach Mark, please, let's not get anybody else hurt. I know we play later today. So hopefully there are no new injuries that came out of the last practice that we had heard about that we're going to find out about here later today. As we prepare for Clemson, Clemson is a very worthy opponent. Clemson is a team that's well coached. Clemson is a team that's very talented, and they're looking forward to this experience also. Should be a very competitive game, and it could go either way. Now, I am hopeful for a Georgia win. I think we're poised for it. I think the battle between, I think that the game is going to be won. You've heard this everywhere also. The game is going to be won and lost at the line of scrimmage, both sides, because of what both teams bring in terms of their defensive linemen and the secondary questions that are there. So those are going to be the things that really determine where this game goes. Um, as far as UGA, who needs this to win worse, UGA or Clemson? I don't think it's even close. I mean, I know it's important to win this game because winning games is why we play them, but UGA needs this game more. And it's because of the national narrative that you hear about UGA and about what they haven't done in 40 years. But the truth be told, Georgia does need it worse. I believe that. But winning this game will go a lot to kind of set the record straight in terms of what Georgia has and has not done. What Georgia has failed to do, other than, I mean, and really this goes to winning a national championship, is Georgia has not beat that tier 1 type team. And there are only 2 teams that fit in that category: Alabama and Clemson. As much as Oklahoma, as much as Ohio State, Notre Dame, as y'all want to claim that you're in the same tier with Alabama and Clemson, you're not. And if the truth be told, Oklahoma and Ohio State and Notre Dame for sure have suffered the same fate that Georgia has suffered. You have not beat the best team that comes out of the SEC. Oklahoma and Ohio State, Notre Dame, you simply don't have to play them every year to get to the playoff. So that's where that is. There's a tier 1 and then tier 2, which has, in my opinion, Ohio State, Oklahoma, UGA, maybe Notre Dame, Texas A&M, those types of teams. But the real issue is, how do you beat Alabama? How do you beat Alabama? That's where we're going. This game, and like I said, winning this game doesn't win you a national championship. But winning this game does, I don't think it stops the narrative, but it does put them at bay. It kind of softens the blow, I guess, until you get the opportunity and until you beat an Alabama. You still got to beat Alabama. You're still not there until you do that. You got to do that. But beating Clemson will go a long way in doing that. So, Coach Smart, Coach Monken, and Coach Lanning, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to anoint our players. I need you to lay hands on them and impart some winning play calling so our dogs can get this win. We do not need me and other Georgia fans falling off of the rational bandwagon and suffering a setback in our therapy. So please help me. Help me. Please. I'm trying to stay rational, but I need your help. Hey, in the comments section, do me a favor. If you've got some comments or some advice that will help me to remain rational, please put it there. Please put it there, and I'd like to interact with you guys as I try to remain rational, reasonable, at the same time that I'm keeping my passion. Finally, do me a big favor. Hit that like button down there, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully when we come back, we'll be celebrating a UGA win out here.